Hi, Alyssa.
Hey, Katie.
Welcome to episode 343. The spring market pressure is real.
Spring is always busy.
Always.
It's a busy time.
It's the beginning of March as this airs. In fact, it's the week of my birthday.
Yay! Happy birthday.
Thank you. I'll try not to feel too much spring pressure.
We'll also be in Chicago this week.
This week.
How crazy.
I know. If you're in community, you probably know what we're doing.
Yeah, well, we've talked about.
But maybe we'll share with people on air after.
See how it goes first.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Okay. We're curious to see what happens.
We've been summoned.
We have been summoned to come to Chicago.
Yeah, you might know what's in Chicago.
We'll see what happens.
In the real estate world. Okay. All right, so what do we want to, how do we want to start?
Well, spring, I personally had so many people in January and February that were prepping their house.
Yeah.
And just when we would be about ready to take pictures, a freeze would come through and kill all their plants and everything looks bad again. So all of that to say, March is going to be pretty busy for myself personally with new listings coming up. And it had me thinking when I'm in the office talking to other people, a lot of people are feeling the same. Like the inventory in February, January wasn't the best.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to see a bunch of new listings hit the market at one time. And this, in true hustle humbly fashion, is a good time to check your mindset.
Yeah, that's true.
We want to help you check your mindset that maybe you're not that busy, or maybe you are busy, but you're comparing how you present your listings versus how other people present their listings.
Yeah.
Things are about to get loud.
That's true. And I think it is also, maybe it's, you tell me if it's more like February, March, or is it January, February, when they do what Lee Brown has always called Realtor Prom season, when they do all the awards for the previous year.
Yes, that's
so it's
about
already,
to happen.
So it's very loud for that anyway. It's time for awards. Look at me with my plaques.
Our company awards are at the end of March.
Okay, exactly.
So we have like 3 more weeks.
We're entering the season where you're going to start to really, you're going to see everyone's new listings. You're going to see everyone's
stats,
accolades from last year. You're going to be like, I'm the worst and I'm just going to quit.
Yeah.
But I want to point out that I don't think there's anything different about 2026 compared to a normal market as far as this is kind of your standard. Things get really quiet in December, January, and February. We're like sort of winter hibernated. Then people are starting to have like some pent up demand. Like you're getting those calls in January. Well, I want to sell in the spring, right?
Yes.
And they're getting prepped. I also think that there are plenty of markets where maybe they do wake up and like March is going to be for us is like it's spring.
Yeah.
The things turn green. Like we're done with winter pretty much. Maybe a little cold snap here or there, but it is not, we're done. Things are blooming. The flowers are happening.
Spring.
It's spring. There are probably places I know for sure who at the beginning of March as they hear this are like still deeply entrenched in winter.
Sure.
When you're like, oh no, the plants are dead. They're like, these plants are going to be dead for 2 more months.
Yes.
But I have to laugh. Whenever I used to get the stager to come to my listings and do the 2-hour consult for pretty much all of them, for a long section of my career, I did this. She would always talk about the plants in their yard, regardless of the season, and be like, if this has died back, and you're like, oh, well, it does come back, or it'll be back in a year or 2, or I think it's going to come back. She's like, no, if it's not ready for the party right now, it has to go.
Oh, I love that saying because I have been encountering this lately where I have some really stringy plants and the sellers are just like, she's going to come back in the fall. Or I'm like, well,
that's
it looks
not good
real
today.
gnarly
Like
right
we
now.
have to find a way to
What did she say? If they're not ready for the party.
She actually said it in a more sexist way, but I'll tell you what she said. She used to be like, it's like a sorority party.
Okay.
And you show up and you're like, I may not look good now, but I'm gonna look better. They're like, you can't come into the party, but I just removed the sorority part. So it's like, you're not ready for the party. You can't come.
Right. The party is today.
It's now.
We are taking photos. If you're not ready, you can't be in the photo.
You can't be in the photos.
I think that's a really good way to word things.
You can't. The party's now. Yes. I understand you might be ready for the party in the future. That's not when the party's happening.
Yeah.
We gotta look good now. To that end, even if the things are dead or if the flower bed looks bad, I always think less and mulch is better than
100%
a dead anything.
Yes.
You don't have to add. Sometimes it's just about taking it away.
People are going very minimal on landscaping.
I think that's fine because a lot of people don't want to buy something that they think is high maintenance.
Right.
And when you see a bunch of plants, if you're not a green thumb, it's scary and it feels like a lot of maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
I also would like to just get rid of my entire yard. I cannot
Why?
figure out how to grow grass.
Oh, yeah. That's just a Louisiana problem.
I hate
We're
it
too wet.
so much.
We're either wet or drought.
There's a fungus. There's a bug. I'm over it.
I know.
Can I just put it, when I lived in New Mexico, most of the yards were
You lived in New Mexico?
I did when I was in college for like a brief 6 months.
I didn't know this.
Mid-college.
Do I know you at all?
Hard to say.
All these hours of talking I never knew.
This week I turned 49. I have a lot of life I have lived.
In New Mexico that I knew nothing about.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Okay.
Did you know there are mountains there?
No.
Yeah, it's true. But also mostly desert. They just have rocks, just
Mhm.
yards of rocks. Because you can't, it's a desert.
Yeah.
Wild. Okay, let's move on to the spring market though.
Yeah. What we
What
just
a
talked
tangent.
about has nothing to do with our episode.
It kind of did.
Hey, Hustle Humbly community members, we've got a brand new member benefit just for you. We've officially compiled all of our free resources into one easy to find guide.
No more digging through emails, no more trying to remember which freebie link had which slash, and no more being like, wait, I'm driving. What was the URL again? Now you don't have to remember any of that.
It's all in one place inside your community dashboard. Just head to the dashboard and grab the new Hustle Humbly Resource Library Guide anytime you need it.
And if you're listening and thinking, okay, I want that, you can join the Hustle Humbly community at hustlehumblypodcast.com/membership. Well, okay, so what is your advice?
I just, this could also be a good podcast therapy.
Mm-hmm.
As people are getting very loud on social media, marketing their new listings and talking about how busy they are and how many multiple offers they got, and your listing is maybe sitting a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a good time to maybe shut out some of the noise.
Yeah.
Focus on what you have, what you're doing. Don't get discouraged by what other people have going on.
Okay, I think that's a good tip.
Yeah.
I also think it's good to lean into the excitement. We tend to hang on to whatever the last season was.
Mm-hmm.
So you come into it, maybe you're feeling like there aren't any buyers. There's nothing going on. This is bad. But I think maybe be excited. Yes, let's positively think. The spring market is going to be good. There are new listings coming. Maybe you have a buyer that's been hanging around and can't find anything.
Yes.
All of a sudden, listings are going to start popping up. This is my favorite time to have a buyer where I can be like, if you're discouraged, good news.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of new things will come on the market every single day.
I just had that conversation with one of my clients because we were looking in February. They are moving here from Texas. They start their job April 1st.
Mm-hmm.
They want to be moved in, settled by April 1st. So we
Okay.
have to close in March.
Okay.
And they had sent me 15 addresses that they wanted to go see
You're
in
like, whoa.
one day while they were in town.
You're like, what year is this?
After checking property disclosures, we narrowed it down to 9. Well, we narrowed it down to 10.
Okay.
One went pending, so we have 9 options.
To see on one day.
Yes.
Okay.
And there is one that we made an offer on. And I like it, and they like it. Here's the thing, they like it fine.
Yeah.
And I said, it makes me a little sad that you're not excited. They were like, it's just a house.
Right, we gotta live somewhere.
We're okay. They were like, we're excited about a 5-minute commute to work.
Yeah.
Like the things they're excited about coming from a huge Houston market are totally different.
Yeah.
It checks every box on paper.
Yeah.
It just wasn't like, oh my gosh,
Right.
this is the one. And I
Thrilled.
said, I want to make sure y'all are happy with your purchase. I know we don't have time to wait. It's so hard because I feel like we're on the cusp
Of new things coming.
Yes, like I really feel like we're on the cusp of new things coming on the market, but you're going to, just as you're getting settled, but they said, it's okay. timing is more important for us.
Yeah. Everyone's priorities are different.
Yeah, and I actually really appreciated their sound mind because they said, "Do you feel comfortable selling this house for us in the future?"
Yeah.
I said, "Absolutely.
Right.
This is a
Great house.
Yeah, great house, you know?" And I said, "If you make it your own and add that outdoor kitchen you want, I'll feel even better about it.
Right.
So I need you to take care of it. I need you to, you know." So that's what we're going to do. And they're fine with it. But
I love it.
a piece of me, every house that, you know, we had 9.
Yeah.
Every time we left one and the list was getting shorter and shorter, I thought, what if we don't find one today? I don't.
Because you had so much pressure of their time frame.
And I wanted them to find a house they loved.
Yeah, that's
that
a lot of pressure that they weren't putting on themselves.
No.
You were putting it on yourself.
Yeah.
You were like, I want you to love it. And they're like, we just need to live in it.
Sure.
This is not our forever home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's interesting.
But if they had not been under such a strict timeline, I would have encouraged them, let's maybe give it 2 more months and see what comes on the market in March and April.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be some options.
Now you're going to have to tell them to stop looking.
I did. I said,
Don't look.
I said, I'm going to keep your search on through our due diligence period.
But
just in case. After that, we're committed. We're moving forward.
Yeah. And they were okay with it.
Yeah.
I think that's a positive story.
It was.
You were putting pressure on yourself that that did not need to happen.
I am not used to a buyer that is so level-headed like that.
They move a lot?
Not too much.
Oh, interesting.
But they're keeping their house in Houston.
They're not planning to stay here forever.
They think they might be here like 8 years or so.
That's a while.
I'm like, well,
okay.
But yeah, but their grown kids are in Houston still. So they're like, we're going to be going back a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, as long as we have the space here for them to visit, we're good. So,
okay.
But I just thought that was a really refreshing buyer to have.
Yeah.
I think that way at times, but I'm not used to the clients thinking that way. So I was adapting like what I expected the client to be.
Right.
And I do want them to love the house, and they
do.
Yeah, they're fine.
Okay, so pressure's off.
Yeah.
Okay, back in the day we had an episode called Getting Ready for Busy.
Yeah.
I don't remember the number.
It was a great episode.
It was a great episode. Back when the market was different, obviously, but not wild. And you were still like, still the summer is your busy time as an agent, right? It's the time the market gets the busiest.
Yeah.
But also, especially for our agent friends who are parents, it's the hardest time because your kids are home or like your schedules are off. So this pocket of time where we're in the early spring, March, April, is really the time that we have to spruce up the business and prep everything and make it as easy as possible when and if like the market picks up, that you're not also like just underwater overwhelmed.
So that episode is so far back. It's episode 33.
33.
Preparing for busy.
So basically
over 300 episodes ago.
Back in the day of 2019.
When you had to prepare.
Yeah.
Brace yourself.
That probably was the spring of 2020.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And it's just a time to make sure that your systems are tidy, your resume is up to date.
Yeah.
When you get busy, it is hard to maintain the extra things that we do.
Yeah.
And if you're not quite busy yet, don't panic.
Right.
Now is the time to just make sure you're ready for it.
You're basically needing to hone in on your systems, whether you're the person that knows you're going to be really busy or the person that's worried that you're not going to be busy, right? Now, regardless, the advice is the same. Get into your systems, get into your email templates, make sure that they're updated for your new purchase agreement, which I did the other day.
Good. Make
sure that you have like new signs, which I'm ordering right now.
Good.
Like all those things that you do before you're busy.
Yeah.
You just have to be prepared. I think also doing that type of work puts you in a work frame of mind, and then it comes to you.
Yeah. Like show up in the office, go to meetings, keep up with changes, be in the know. The more that you surround yourself with the real estate, you will find.
It just comes to you.
I can't tell you as a new agent how many times, because I basically lived at the office because I had to. Otherwise, I wouldn't get out of bed.
Yeah, and you were doing phone duty, which was on site.
Yes. I was like, I'm just going to be here. And if the phone rings, great. And
Yeah.
if not, I'm not going to be one of those people that's like, it never works.
Right.
It's like an open house. Maybe people come, maybe they don't. Either way, I'm going to get some videos. I'm going to clean out my email.
Yeah.
I'm going to be productive. So, yes, I just think that there were so many times people just remembered me being in the office.
Mm-hmm.
And if somebody had a rental lead they didn't want, or, a buyer they couldn't take or something, they were always like, well, Alyssa's always here in the office. She's working. Like, maybe you could just refer it to her.
Put yourself in a place where you're available to work.
Mm-hmm.
You were available to work.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean there weren't other young agents or hungry agents or
so many.
There were probably quite a few in their pajamas at home.
Mm-hmm.
And you
that
were
did
just
not receive a phone call.
You were there.
I know I've shared this story before, but I remember we had an agent that was a little problematic and leaving our office. She was switching brokerages.
She was moving out.
Yes, she was moving out.
Was she asked to leave?
I'm not really sure what went down.
Keep going.
But put it this way. Her clients wanted the listings to stay with our brokerage.
Rare.
And she had like 9 of them.
Wow.
So our broker was divvying them up.
Right.
And I got 4 of them.
4 of 9?
Mm-hmm.
Early in your career?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I was panicked. I was like, remain calm. Everything's going to be okay.
Yeah.
They weren't the best listings in the world.
Right.
But
did they all sell?
Oh my gosh. One I ended up never listing. Okay. The house was in distress.
Okay.
One, me and my mom and dad cleaned ourselves. It was actually in U Club.
Oh, wow.
And their Rottweilers had chewed all the window frames and everything.
Oh, my.
Yeah, but I sold it. And I actually dual agented that one. And it was such a great experience. And that client who bought it all those years ago probably has so much equity right now. I can't even imagine.
Because it was.
Why didn't I buy it?
You should have.
I know. I didn't have any money back then.
Oh, well.
But yeah, it just what a day that was.
Yeah.
To wake up and think nothing, just another phone duty day.
And then 4 listings just fall in your lap.
Yeah.
That's funny. I have a similar story of being in my office when I moved to the small office. So still in my first year and just going in every day. I got dressed and I went in at 9. And I just, there were only a handful of agents there. So phone duty was just kind of like whoever happened to be there.
Yeah.
But my broker just came to me and was like, hey, I have this situation where we're getting these like 4 or 5 listings. Will you take these too? And I was like, well, sure.
Of
also
course.
Not great. But
yeah.
Hey, when you're new, you take them all. Speaking of, we're thrilled to say in our top 10 most downloaded episodes are what to do when you're new or slow.
My favorite one.
And what to do when you don't know what to do, which are the same basic topic, just a revisit later. What to do when you're new or slow is just filled with the most important information.
Such a good one.
I feel like that's number 17. I think it's 17.
Yeah, those early ones. There are some real good nuggets in the top 25.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, what are you not adding to your plate in the season of spring, when the market gives you pressure? Is there anything you can think of that you're like, I'm not doing that, even though people might make you feel like you should or you think you should?
I, for the last several years, have been pretty hard on myself about not doing agent videos.
Uh-huh.
And it's not that I'm against them.
Right.
But I actually just like logistically haven't thought it through on, do I have to, obviously somebody else would have to video me.
Yeah, and you're there like, welcome to 123 Main Street.
Yeah, it's just not my vibe.
Yeah.
I would rather be behind the iPhone talking you through what you see on screen. It's not that I mind being on screen. Obviously, the podcast has, made me numb to that.
Yeah.
It's just the logistics of actually doing it and making them look nice. And I had a luxury listing 2 years ago, and he was a builder, and he was a very difficult builder. And he wanted me to do some video content of me talking about the neighborhood and, So I had to find a professional photographer, and it was hundreds of dollars, and I had to do this, and it was just very stressful for me.
I don't think I ever watched this video.
I don't even know where it is.
Did you put it out
I
there?
don't even know.
Okay.
I don't even know.
Did you like it when it was done?
No. I felt like I looked flushed because it was really hot.
Okay.
And, in the summer when you're trying to get your hair to look good, and I'm just like, this is about the house. Why am I even doing
You were like, I don't want to be in this.
Yeah. And I'm more of a casual person.
Yes.
And sometimes I get podcast therapy. Sometimes I get in my head. And I feel like I'm too casual.
Okay.
And that maybe I need to catch up with the times
Mm-hmm.
and revamp some of my marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I do, but also just logistically.
Well, it never hurts to try something new if what you're doing isn't working.
Right.
If what you're doing is working, we don't need to throw away great to try out good. Like, if it's working, what is the point? Like,
right.
So I think it's okay. And obviously, you also have to adapt.
Yes.
Technology changes, platforms change, what people are looking. We obviously know all buyers are online.
Yeah.
And I think I have read stats where the Zillow listings that have a video attached do better, but they don't all have people in them.
Right.
And like, if that's not what you're comfortable with, you don't have to walk through the house wearing a pencil skirt and high heels and a blazer saying, look at my listing.
Right.
Not required.
No.
But you probably do need a video.
Sure.
Albeit it doesn't have to be by a professional videographer.
And embracing the community over competition,
Yeah.
I want to be able to see my colleagues do things like that and not feel threatened.
You just want to be like, good job.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Here's a mindset.
I would like that mindset shift instead of feeling, and it's nothing negative to them, it's negative to me, being like, Alyssa, you need to step it up,
Right.
But also I want to see them and be happy for them.
Okay, here's one of my favorite mindset tricks that I sort of force myself to do. Whenever I drive past a real estate sign that's not mine, and I'm like, because you always like, it's sort of like you lost. Every single real estate sign you see is not a listing you took.
Sure.
But I always go, oh, good. That means the market things are happening.
Yes.
Like every time something is listed, I'm like, great, people are using agents.
Mhm.
Great, people are selling their houses. Great.
Yeah.
There's another house for my buyer to look at.
Yeah.
You just have to shift it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you could be like, oh, in my neighborhood, so-and-so got a listing. Oh,
That's my neighborhood.
I'm so upset. I'm like, great. People are selling in the neighborhood. I'll keep sending out my, geo-farming postcard or whatever I'm doing.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've also been seeing more and more agent tours, and I never like to do those.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to ask my working colleagues to come walk through my listing that they could walk through at any time.
I know. I still stand by the time when we did the little caravan and each went
That
to
was fun.
The speed tour.
Yeah, that was fun.
Where everyone was invested because everyone had a listing in that area.
Yes.
So we went to all 6 of our listings for like 10 minutes apiece.
That was a good one. So what we did, this was way before the podcast.
Yeah.
We had never even discussed having a podcast.
No, we did this.
We had listings in Central.
Mm-hmm.
Both of us did that were
Mhm.
sitting. And
Mhm.
so we found 4 other agents
Yeah.
that had listings in the bubble.
Yep.
And what we decided to do was, instead of inviting the whole office and seeing how many people we can get and buying
feed.
food,
Yeah.
all of that, we said, hey, we have the 6-7 of us. We would like to speed date our listings.
Yeah.
And we will all 7 go to all 7 listings. And then while we're in the house, we're going to speed date, make notes.
Yeah.
And you're going to frivolously type while we are in your listing notes that
Yes.
you can later interpret into a pretty email to your seller with feedback from the other agents. And it will allow you to compare your listing
Yeah, to others.
to others in the area.
Mhm.
We had so much fun. It was the most random group
They
of
were not people that all knew each other.
No. And now, like, I remember some of them and, like, I think our friendship started there.
Yeah, it's funny.
And we went to lunch after.
I think we went to lunch first and then went to the houses.
Okay, maybe that might have been.
That was our meetup point.
Yes,
and then we departed on our tour.
Yes.
We were well fed. See, we didn't have to spend the money to feed a bunch of random agents.
No, we all fed ourselves.
Yeah.
We talked, I think, about our listings at lunch to just be like, this is what's going on.
Then you just got through.
So that way, when we got to the house, we didn't have to hear all the backstory. We were just there to critique and give suggestions.
Yes, it was so great.
I might need to look into that again.
Yeah, it was really helpful. If you have a listing that's sitting. Yeah. And it's also a different type of camaraderie because they were also like, I also have a listing sitting over here.
Yeah.
Like, can we help each other?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what time of year that was.
Me neither.
You know, I'm just curious if it was like was it a winter sit or was it I don't know. But anyway, it was really great.
Mm-hmm.
What if I told you the secret to efficient client management was free?
And simple, and keeps everything in one place.
That's exactly what Alyssa's updated Trello tutorial delivers.
This is the system I use for every single transaction, and it saves me hours.
No more digging through emails or juggling a million checklists. In fact, she's even going to teach you how to use it with the Hustle Humbly transaction checklist.
Just one beautiful Trello board that keeps your business running smoothly.
Grab the tutorial now at hustlehumblypodcast.com/Trello.
Because simple systems equal happy agents.
Anything else on how to prepare or not take the spring too seriously? Like, what do you think?
Well, if there is someone that you find messes with your mindset, I don't believe in blaming the other people. I do think it's a cue to look inside yourself. Why are you feeling insecure? Am I, Alyssa, unhappy with something that's not working? Do I need to investigate something else? But if you find that there is a certain account or a certain person that does just keep messing with you, just mute them or unfollow. Like, surround yourself with things that are positive to you, that don't get within that don't mess up your mindset. Like, you're going to be okay.
It's like a little spring cleaning for your mind.
Yes.
I've seen a lot of videos lately about fixing your algorithm.
Oh.
You know, like if you go in and you watch every single real estate video and everybody that does whatever, then you're just going to get more of that.
Yes.
So just go to the search and type in positive mindset or happy things, or, you know, I don't care, chocolate chip cookies. Like
whatever makes you happy.
If you want to change it, just type it in, click on a bunch of things, maybe make a comment here and there. It only takes a little bit of time for your algorithm to change and be like, oh, this is what you want to see.
Yes.
And then maybe you won't have that feeling of like, oh.
And then I do have some tips.
Oh, please.
Just one really, but.
Tip.
Well, this came up when I was talking to someone who is not a realtor, but in our industry.
Okay.
And they're like, you know, I'm just as an outsider, when we see agents post sold day one, multiple offers, it just actually reduces the credibility of the work that you do. It's not that anything's wrong with what happened. Maybe you could have gotten a little more money for your seller, yes, but sometimes that just happens because buyers are in a frenzy over the cuteness of a house. Yeah. But like one of my posts I recently did basically said they prepped and they did everything they needed to do. Work. This is the work that we did before we listed it. And the day on market for this neighborhood said 154. That's what we were preparing for. And we sold in the first week because we prepped.
Yeah.
Like educating.
Okay. And how did this person
providing value?
What was their outsider opinion of that?
That was like, yes.
They liked seeing it from that perspective.
Understanding. Okay, so during COVID, when you post sold day one, multiple offers, they all are. Right. They all are. So it's more providing.
It doesn't mean you did anything.
Yes, correct. The market was that way. Yeah. You know, I miss those seller consultations where I'm like, guess what? Your house is fine. We don't need to do much, you know. But maybe using those times to educate on using your post as an educational tool instead of look at me.
Yeah.
would be a better way to serve the realtor brand.
Yeah.
And, we're trying to bring professionalism back, and we're trying to make sure people treat us seriously, like we know what we're doing. We are educating our clients on the process and how do you sell your house in a tough market. And I think that's going to be next week's episode.
Next week, we're going to talk about selling in a soft market.
Yeah, which you'll see next week.
You're going to need the positive mindset now to carry you into talking about a little bit tougher of a topic.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think that's true. Just
being mindful about posting and what you're posting, and also being mindful right now of who you're surrounding yourself with. I know realtors love a mastermind that meets, and, just making sure that those are positive environments that are speaking highly of what we do as a profession and serving you well so that you don't get stuck in a funk.
We don't want that for you.
No.
I like it. I feel like we should just keep it short, and that was good.
Yeah.
I feel positive.
Good.
I feel the positive feelings.
Yes.
Are you feeling positive?
Yes.
Do you think you'll have more listings than buyers during this season?
That's what it's looking like.
More listings.
It's looking like. I'm actually missing my buyers a little bit.
Yeah.
I only had 11 buyers in 2025.
That's not many.
Normally, I carry between like 30 and 40 a year, and last year I had 11.
That's quite a drop.
I have been obviously referring things out a little bit more.
Yeah.
And it's easier to refer a buyer than a seller.
For sure.
But I am missing my buyers.
Yeah.
As listings are sitting a little bit longer and the sellers are getting a little bit more anxious, it's fun to have a buyer.
It's also easier to keep your finger on the pulse of what is going on with buyers, I feel like, because you're seeing more listings just by looking them up, right? I feel like it's just an easier, and then you can see how your buyer reacts and how long it takes for them to buy. Like, it just is good data. I don't know if you could ever truly be just a listing agent or just a buyer's agent. It feels like you need all of that data.
I do feel like you need to understand the market on both sides. Having these buyers that we saw 9 houses in one day was so eye-opening for me. And it also, so I actually really like to leave long feedback. I just enjoy it. I guess I just like telling people what to do.
Right. Bossy pants.
But I am a little bit. But when I got to see all these houses that were within a 2-mile radius of each other that were all priced the same.
Yeah.
Being able to give these agents advice and
like, this is how you compare to everyone else.
Yes, and I would give them specific addresses.
You did?
Yes, I did. I'd be like, I'm just letting you know, we saw the house around the corner.
What was the response to your feedback?
So it's kind of common that when I leave feedback, I get a thank you email from the listing agent.
Okay. Is that your goal?
No.
You just are like, I'm being helpful.
Yeah, like as I'm walking through listings, 9 out of 10 times I'm like, God, I wish this was my listing.
Because you know what you want to change.
Yes, like I get excited being in there because I'm like, if this was decluttered and staged, and how on earth did you let them leave this here? And I just feel like there are times where I wish I could be the staging consultant.
Yeah, maybe you should.
I don't know.
Make it your mission to make all the listings here be ready.
I know.
Okay, but they respond by sending you an email.
Yeah, just like
thanks.
Thank you so much. This was actually very helpful. So nice to not only receive feedback, but it to be helpful.
Useful.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you save the long ones for after you're certain it's a no?
Yes. Okay. I don't do anything until the end. And if it's one that's in the gray, it may not be as long.
Yeah.
But if I know it's a no, I'm like, I want to help you.
Yeah, right.
I want to help you.
That's so kind.
I enjoy it.
What a nice way to help people.
Yeah.
I love that. I don't know if we're doing toast anymore. Are you good on this topic, or do you have anything else you want to share?
How are you feeling about the spring?
I'm excited about the spring.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't love their birthday week, really?
Mm-hmm.
I like my flowers are about to bloom. I like the spring. I'm just, I also get the impending doom feeling of the summer because I don't want the heat.
I know. It gets so
I'm just like, how long
here.
can I hold on to the spring time?
Yeah.
Before it's like, oh, it's summer.
And I'm actually feeling a little nervous I'm taking a 12-day trip to Europe
In the midst of spring.
in April.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
So I'm curious to see how that goes. And I got really nervous because I looked at my calendar and it was all blocked off for spring break for the kids.
Uh-huh.
And then I leave.
Yeah, so you're like,
So
you just
April-
don't work April.
I'm going to figure it out. But,
April is not.
I'm just taking it day by day.
Yeah.
Day by day is
So,
my goal.
okay, that's a great question before we go. For someone else listening who's like, oh, I know I have coming this time that I'm not going to be able to work. When you're getting these people now who are like, oh, we're thinking we want, let's say you got them in January, February, they call and they're like, we're going to sell in the spring. Are you telling them
Yes.
you have to list before or after these dates?
I am really vamping up for trying to get them to move along right now so that I can get some things done.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're like, I won't be here.
I'm not making any announcements like that.
Yeah, but you're just trying to
Yes.
gently
I'm
guide
day
them.
by day, diffusing. As we approach April, I am going to try to, when I receive an offer, check that close date and see what I can do. If it's right in the middle of me being gone, I'll just have to tell my seller, look, I'm actually out of town that week, so somebody else will be at closing.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's on the cusp, I may see can we move it? Can we adjust it earlier or, a day later? So I'm not panicking. I've done this before. I mean, I've never been gone this long. This will be my longest.
When you were in Australia,
trip.
how long were you gone?
Only 6 days.
Okay.
But it was the time difference
Was
there
hard.
that was so stressful because it's a 12-hour time difference.
Yeah.
So in the middle of the night, my phone was blowing up while I was in Australia. But I woke up every morning.
You
and
took care of it.
Went to a coffee shop and within 45 minutes had everything
Sorted out.
was fine. And I enjoyed doing that. So you still have to live your life.
Yeah.
And I'm just day by day.
Okay.
When I think about the whole, when I go spring, summer, oh my gosh, it does get stressful. But when I'm in the moment, taking it day by day, working.
Today's going okay.
Yeah, today's okay. Today's
Tomorrow's
fine.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll have people helping me while I'm
course.
gone. So.
But you won't hand someone your phone.
No, I am bringing my phone with me.
Like Kim.
I can't imagine. If y'all should go listen to Kim's episode if you need some inspiration. She went to Turks and Caicos.
Yeah. With
left
no phone.
her phone with her assistant who handled everything.
As if they were her.
And had to
didn't fake like they were her.
No, yeah.
But had her phone.
Had her phone, put out some fires, scheduled some appointments for when Kim got back.
I'm like, what episode? I'll tell you what episode
it was recently.
It was very recently.
I can't. I don't even have a desire to do that for this trip.
Right.
But I could maybe, I don't know.
331.
Episode 331 if you need to go listen to that.
A realtor leaves their phone for a week.
Yeah.
It's a tale. It's a very interesting story to listen to.
So this was just a short, quick episode. We wanted to pop in and remind you to mind your mindset.
Yeah.
Community over competition. Stay in your lane. Be grateful for the business that you have.
Mute the stuff you don't want to hear.
Yeah, you're going to be okay.
You'll be fine.
It's going to be a good year.
Yay. Woohoo. Woohoo. 2026. All right. Bye.
Bye, guys. Wait, before you go, if you enjoyed this episode and if we brought you value, take a minute to rate the show, leave a review, or drop a comment.
We are giving away our best stuff for free. Find it at hustlehumblypodcast.com/freebies.
We'd also love to see you in Hustle Humbly community. Join us there at hustlehumblypodcast.com/membership.
We love chatting with you in our DMs. Find us on social media at Hustle Humbly Podcast and say hello.
If you have an episode topic or someone you'd like to toast on the show, please email us at team@hustlehumblypodcast.com.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the Hustle Humbly Podcast. See you next week.